I was irritated by this Ryan Clark, Peter Schrager thing. Were y'all following this?
I was.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you make of it? Well, so for the audience, obviously Ryan Clark and Peter Schrager were having a debate on air on ESPN about football. And at some point in their disagreement, Ryan Clark said to him, the thing is, though, and we shouldn't do this on TV, so I apologize if people think this is rude, but that is the non-player in you. That was his response to the disagreement they had over a play calling decision.
I'm on Ryan Clark's side in this one. I'm 100%.
Let me tell you what Schrager said back. And then Schrager said back, I'm not looking at fantasy football, Ryan. Don't belittle me like that. I can come in as three ex-players are saying one thing and give an alternative. I could come in as three ex-players are saying one thing and give an alternative that maybe CeeDee Lamb did play well. So I see both sides of it. I just think. Go ahead, Clark.
I think that first of all, I like when there's players or musicians or whatever the media is that we're talking about that did it to talk about it, because they were talking about I believe AJ Brown and saying he had a bad game because maybe the numbers he put up weren't great, but he was probably out there blocking. He was being a decoy. Like sometimes there's things in the game that don't show up on a stat sheet that a player will be able to tell you about more than a pundit or an analyst just kind of looking at numbers.
Yeah, I mean, it was sort of the opposite. I mean, I feel what you're saying, because his point was that Lamb had 3 big drops, including 1 late drop, though he also had 7 catches for more than 100 yards. And Schrager was saying that he still played well. Clark was saying it doesn't matter because they lost.
Okay.
Right. And you can have that debate, right? I think the musician, the player, the person who ran the campaign, whatever your expert thing is, their voice should matter and they should always be in the room.
For sure.
I just think sometimes that's a lazy response, because a lot of time the position that the non-expert is, or the non-player is saying, has also been said by other players, which was his point. It's like 3 players said the same thing, so you can't just dismiss it because I didn't play. Like, actually engage the argument. That's all I'm saying. My thing is engage the argument. If we neck and neck, then tie goes to the player. But like, I just hate when people do that, because sometimes
it's demeaning.
And it's bad TV at some point.
Mark, you're the king of demeaning people.
Yeah, but I also like making good content.
If anyone understands demeaning someone with their area of expertise, that's you. That's your middle name. Now you got a problem with it.
Again, let me tell you why.
Because I think that luxury goes to, you make a fair point, so I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
But that luxury does go to the player. The player is able to pull that out of his pocket whenever he wants. Now, if that's the right time or not, valid.
Yeah.
But the player, that is a player privilege.
It's also a logical fallacy. That's all I'm saying. Like, the appeal to authority. I'm saying, like, there are times where I know more about this thing because I did it. But the way to win the argument is by pulling out the information that you got from knowing more, not just to say I'm right because I know the thing.
I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying. And it's
Ryan
bad TV.
has brought smoke to people's doors on ESPN. This is not his first
at all.
But what do you say
rodeo.
then if the person that did not play has, well, this person played, this person was all pro. He was better than you. He agrees with me. Now, what do you say to that? You get what I'm saying?
That's my point.
So
I watched the segment and didn't hear him say that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
That's what Schrager said.
I watched it and don't recall that.
I read a quote.
The clips were all very short, and that they cut off a lot of things because Ryan Clark had more to say that they cut off in every clip that I could find on the internet. They were just focused on that one thing. And honestly, my biggest... Go ahead. I was just going to say that he maybe shouldn't have preempted it in that way.
Nah, fuck that. If a player said that, then you've stripped me of my ability to say that. And now I'll engage what you're saying. We come from the same place.
Gotcha.
If this guy who's never played a down says that, sorry if instinctually my first thought is, okay, part of your thinking is because you've never done this. See, I can't say that when I'm talking to a player.
But that,
you're coming up with this from somewhere else, so let me try to figure that out and reply to that. But if you didn't play, respectfully, it's kind of like up here sometimes where we be having music talks, and me and Parks be like, okay, I understand y'all saying what you're saying.
But it now makes your point not be valid, because you're saying I only think that way because I didn't play. But now it has 3 people or 4 people or 8 people who whoever says, played. No, I agree with that. So now what do you say? My point is not valid because I didn't play the sport.
Yeah, but I think that's a crock of shit that people think everybody is treated equally.
Word.
I'm not treating the guy who just blurts his opinions and never suited up, never been in a locker room, never played it down, never touched grass, never got injured. There's a lot of things that you never did.
Especially
so
respectfully.
I'm not treating you the same way as a player with your same exact thought. I think that's a mistake that people make a lot.
Especially on ESPN, no disrespect, but there's a lot of like bad takes, especially from people that didn't play the sport and clearly don't really watch a lot of like footage.
See, I think that's the greater point that we get into. Imagine being a player and you sharing the airspace with people that think that the Michael Penix jersey or the Shedeur Sanders jersey is a Barry Sanders jersey. Like, I'm sharing the airwaves. They're hiring people. They're hiring personalities.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily hiring people who are so experienced in sports and diving in and delving in and shit.
Right.
These people just up there talking. So if I gotta listen to it, yeah, that's gonna come out sometime.
And
I'm sorry.
not necessarily, I don't want to say it necessarily about Peter Schrager because I do think that he is actually pretty good.
He knows the shit, yeah.
But if you're always around people that maybe aren't, or you're frequently around people that maybe aren't, you're gonna be defensive a little bit
I get that.
about your expertise.
I just feel like the way to defeat that is by, again, beating them with the argument.
Yeah, true.
Don't
Yeah.
just say,
Yeah.
I'm right because I played.
Yeah.
Say, here, I'll give you a perfect example. JJ Redick used to do that on basketball. He wouldn't say, well, I played, I'm one of the greatest college players of all time, one of the greatest shooters of all time, so I'm right. He would break down, get in the weeds, and show them up and say, look, here's all the reasons why what you're saying doesn't make any fucking sense. And the fact that he knew more than them became obvious because of how he made the argument.
Now, if you want to say that Ryan needs to do a better job in explaining,
Yeah.
then fine. But JJ
That's
Redick,
what I say, it's a lazy
but
argument.
JJ Redick, before he got into his breakdowns, because he was a psychopath with that, started with no disrespect, no offense. I can't even listen to the bullshit that you're saying as an expert. That's JJ Redick always started with some smug, yo, I know what you're saying makes sense to you. Let me give you all of the million reasons why it don't.
And that's
make
all I'm
sense.
saying. Give me the million reasons. Don't, it's lazy to
the
just
million
say.
reasons are way more valid than yo, you ain't
than I'm me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the last piece of this for me is again, it's bad TV. Because as a fan,
I don't know.
No.
We're talking about it. That's good TV.
yes.
And you brought it up. It's not bad. It's not. Ryan has fought with some of these niggas. One of my favorite pastimes is watching ESPN and figuring out who hates each other.
Well, a report came out today saying that a lot of people don't like working with Ryan Clark.
There's been little things.
I'm one of Ryan Clark's biggest fans.
Me
so
too.
I love Ryan Clark.
I absolutely love him. Nobody could say a wrong thing about Ryan Clark in front of me.
Yeah, it's been a lot of smoke with different people around him.
Yeah.
Also, but I think that's because he's.
Y'all riding with RG3, you bitch ass niggas? Fuck y'all.
Right. I love
That's
Ryan
Bob.
Clark.
Coon
That's
ass
Bob.
niggas.
That's Bob.
They riding with Bob the Third.
Bob.
Fuck him.
Shout out
Bob.
to Ryan Clark. I love Ryan Clark. That's why I want him to win, and I just want him. I want him to show how much more he knows than these people, rather than just
I
ride out.
just think if he didn't preempt it with that explanation, it would have been perfectly fine.
Neutral button.